Most people think you need 5 minutes to get an accurate HRV reading, but a massive study of 3,387 people just proved 10 seconds is just as reliable. A study with RMSSD correlations at R0.87 confirms it, and almost nobody knows this. That's just one of the myths keeping people from truly optimizing their autonomic nervous system. I analyzed 8 meta-analyses, tracked down cutting-edge researchers, and tested the protocols myself. Because most HRV advice online is based on outdated assumptions from the early 2000s. Today, I'm ranking every major HRV optimization method by actual evidence strength, from the overhyped techniques that barely work to the one protocol that consistently delivers the biggest improvements. Here's the ranking framework. Evidence strength from peer-reviewed studies, effect sizes from meta-analyses, and practical reliability for real people, not just laboratory conditions. Quick warning. Some of what I'm about to share might directly contradict what you've been told. I'd rather give you information that actually works than perpetuate myths. Rank 8. The belief that longer HRV measurements are automatically more accurate. This myth is everywhere. Apps telling you to sit still for 5 full minutes. Munoz tested 3,387 people and found that 10-second RMSSD readings correlate at 0.87 with full 5-minute recordings. Anything above 0.8 is considered highly reliable in research. The catch? This only works for RMSSD. SDNN, which measures longer-term patterns, genuinely does need those 5 full minutes. Choose your metric wisely. Rank 7. Relying exclusively on wrist-based devices for HRV training. Consumer wrist devices show accuracy between 70 and 85%, compared to chest straps hitting 95% or better. The problem is photoplethysmography. Light through your wrist works when you're perfectly still. But any movement, poor contact, or even cold hands can throw readings off by 40%. Rank 6. Following generic 6 breaths per minute protocols without individual assessment. Brand new 2025 research from 200 people globally shows nearly 1 in 3 people have a different optimal rate. Your resonant frequency is the breathing rate where your HRV amplitude is maximized, based on your individual anatomy, baroreflex sensitivity, and resting heart rate. Rank 5. Focusing exclusively on sleep HRV without morning measurements. Sleep HRV captures important recovery data, but it's influenced by too many uncontrolled variables. Controlled morning measurements, same position, same breathing, same time, same environment, give you a cleaner autonomic signal that's more sensitive to training adaptations. Rank 4. Lifestyle factor optimization. Sleep, stress management, exercise, and nutrition. This one actually works really well. Huang's 2024 meta-analysis of 37 studies found exercise produces large effect sizes. Cohen's D over 0.8. One night of 4 hours of sleep can drop your HRV by 20 to 30% the next morning. And even 2 drinks of alcohol can suppress HRV for 2 to 3 days. Rank 3. HRV-guided training periodization, using your daily HRV to adjust workout intensity. Duking's 2021 meta-analysis across 608 athletes found it consistently outperformed fixed training protocols by 15 to 25%. The practical rule. If today's HRV is more than 20% below your 7-day average, treat it as a recovery day. Above average means you're cleared for intensity. Rank 2. Ultra-short RMSSD monitoring. 10 to 30 seconds for a reliable reading. Munoz found correlations above 0.85 with just 10 seconds, confirmed by ESCO and Flat across different populations. Ultra-short RMSSD changes everything for daily habit formation. 10 seconds, breathing normally, finger over your phone camera. Better data collected consistently beats perfect data collected sporadically. Before the #1 reveal, I was looking for large effect sizes in multiple studies, direct autonomic nervous system training, and success rates above 80%. Most interventions fall short. The #1 HRV optimization method, resonant frequency biofeedback training. Gosel's team analyzed 55 studies with nearly 1,500 participants, effect sizes between 0.5 and 0.8 across emotional and physical health. Here's how it works. Your heart rate speeds up when you inhale and slows when you exhale, called respiratory sinus arrhythmia, controlled by the vagus nerve, the main highway of your parasympathetic system. Breathing at your resonant frequency, around 0.1 Hz, roughly 6 breaths per minute, synchronizes heart rate oscillation with your baroreflex blood pressure system, creating maximum HRV amplitude. Lehrer and Gewurtz's updated guidelines prescribe 20-minute sessions, 3 to 5 times per week, breathing at your individual resonant frequency while watching real-time HRV feedback on screen. Step 1. Find your resonant frequency. Test breathing rates from 4 to 8 breaths per minute using any HRV biofeedback app. Your peak HRV amplitude marks your sweet spot, usually found within 15 minutes. Step 2. Train at that frequency. Watch your real-time HRV on screen while breathing at your optimal rate. When HRV is high and stable, you're in coherence, and the feedback teaches your nervous system to access that state faster. Success rates tell the story. Lifestyle interventions work for 60 to 70% of people, but properly implemented resonant frequency biofeedback shows benefits in 80 to 90% of research participants. Here's your action plan. Starting from 0. Weeks 1 and 2. Establish your baseline with ultra-short RMSSD measurements every morning at the same time and in the same position. Weeks 3 and 4. Find your resonant frequency. Download a biofeedback app. Test breathing rates from 4 to 8 breaths per minute. Identify your personal HRV amplitude peak. Week 5 and beyond. 20 minutes of biofeedback training, 3 to 5 times per week. Expect some coherence gains within days. Measurable baseline HRV improvements after 4 to 6 weeks of consistency. The HRV landscape is full of myths and outdated advice, but the research is clear. Resonant frequency biofeedback works. Ultra-short measurements are reliable, and individual optimization beats every generic protocol. Next week, I'm sharing 2 weeks of testing 8 HRV monitors against medical-grade equipment. Some popular devices performed far worse than you'd expect. Subscribe so you don't miss it.